Dr. Campbell.
Yes, I'd like to pose this question, or rather this test, to Dr. William Campbell. Why don't you attempt the falsification test of the Bible given in the book of Mark, chapter 16, verses 17 and 18, and prove to the audience here, right now, that you are a true Christian believer?
Well, I don't agree with Dr. Nike's interpretation. Jesus himself was tempted, and the devil said, well, if you're the Son of God, throw yourself off the temple. And Jesus said, you will not tempt the Lord your God. And so if I was to stay and say, oh yes, I'm going to be sure and do a miracle in front of you, I would be tempting God. My friend, Harry Radcliffe, he had promised to go. And so he decided to keep his promise and trust God to do his will. It's a different situation. I will not tempt God.
Okay, thank you. Question for Dr. Nike.
Maybe have the question in the rear from the sister.
She's for Dr. Nike. Oh,
At the back.
Do you have a question for Dr. Nike in the back, ladies?
Yes. Okay.
Go ahead.
My question is to Dr. Zakir Naik. The Christians explain the concept of Trinity scientifically by giving the example of water, which can be in three states: solid, liquid, and gas, in the form of ice, water, and vapor. Similarly, one God is a triune God, Father, Son, and Holy Ghost. Is this explanation scientifically correct?
Just a comment before I give the answer. We should not tempt God, we should not test God, but here we aren't testing God, we are testing the human being. We should not test God, but here we are testing you, and God promises that any believer who has deadly poison, he will not die. He will be able to speak in foreign tongues. We aren't testing God, we know God is correct. He will see to it that every believer can speak. We are testing you whether you are a believer or not. Coming to the question of the sister. Scientifically, I do agree, water can be in three forms: solid, liquid, and gas. Ice,